So thanks, Asma, for putting this on me. I really appreciate it because I don't think I would have been able to do it by myself. But I have to ask you questions with this on. Are you okay with that?
I will try my best to take you seriously.
Please do. Because we're going to be talking about Ramadan.
Okay, I love Ramadan. Yep. Okay.
So, what do you love most about Ramadan?
That is a very special month to me because I think, first of all, I have so many memories of it, and that was the month that made me want to put the scarf on as well.
Oh wow!
Yeah, so I will always have a special place for Ramadan. Well, every year I think what I look forward to is just slowing down with life. I think especially now I'm in a place where I'm so busy with work. I think Ramadan is that time of the year where I like make more time. Like I make it a priority to slow down and just focus and just go back to learning. And giving that attention back to the Quran, because it's a struggle for me every day to have that discipline every morning, to just put aside time to reflect, to have time with the Quran. So in Ramadan, it's like that's what I look forward to because I know I will make the time for that.
MashaAllah. Yeah. So you find that in Ramadan, it's a lot easier for you to do so.
Definitely.
What are some of the other things perhaps, when Ramadan comes, it becomes easier for you to do? What are some of the other things?
After you salat, like for me, I'm always rushing to get back to a meeting or something has to do with work. In Ramadan, I think it's so much easier for me to not rush, to also do the extra things, like to add on the sunnah prayers and
mashallah.
Like sometimes when I do it, I'm like, I forgot how nice it is to do it. Like it's not even. It's like it's almost like it's for you. It's not even for Allah. With the benefit that you feel from it. So I think in Ramadan, that's an extra thing. Like I do a bit more than what is just expected of us.
I think that's a beautiful reminder for me as well, because it's so true. In daily life, we're always like rushing,
so busy,
and then sometimes even after salah, we don't even have the time to make that dhikr.
Dhikr.
Even the dhikr, and then we're already off and we have to go for the next meeting. But it's a great reminder for us to really slow down and to really absorb the month and just take your time with everything, right? And then inshallah, like we'll really benefit from it. And you're right, it is for our own benefit. That inshallah we will be absolutely clean, like this white sheet. At the end of the month, inshallah. Could you share with me something about Ramadan, something special about Ramadan that perhaps you, learned from someone that perhaps it was like a reflection for you or a big lesson for you about Ramadan?
I think one of the things that I learned from my teacher about Ramadan is that a reset button, and I feel like it's so true. Relearn again, why do I love my faith? And I think every Ramadan I kind of go back to, why am I Muslim again? I'll ask myself, and why do I love it? I think it's not enough for me to just be a Muslim. I need to love everything about it and just kind of immerse myself. And I think every year I go back to that, especially the last 10 nights, I feel is the most special. Before I got married, I actually told my, then future husband, be like, I do this thing every year with my mom where we will sleep in the mosque. And I said, even when I'm married, like you don't have to come, but this is my me time where I want to do it. So that's the thing I feel like is also special with Ramadan.
Okay, so you told me that the last 10 nights are really special for you. So what are your most special verses from Quran? Like which verse from the Quran that you love the most, or perhaps a hadith that you want to share with me?
I think when I first started learning the Quran, the surah that really spoke to me was Surah Al-Hadid. Because like I grew up in a place where I was like in a really dark place. Oh my god! And so when I learned the Quran, like I felt, because I was always in fashion, people have this perception like, oh, if she's a fashion girl, then she's a bit shallow and stuff. So when I learned that it was like Quran is for everyone, and then you as a person, like the part where it speaks about lie upon lie, and how you will be complete like when you learn the Quran. And I felt that the fact that me as a normal girl, you know, like not super religious or anything, that if I can feel this connection with the Quran from Surah Al-Hadid, like that specific ayah, it meant to me that like the Quran is for everyone. I wish everybody could experience this connection. So that surah will always have a special place in my heart, because that is what made me feel like, okay, this is the faith for me. Regardless of where I'm in life, like I can always come back because I felt that connection, and yeah, it's for everyone.
Subhanallah, that's so beautiful. Can I give you a hug? That's so true. Like, Quran, like when we read the Quran and when you get that connection, there's just a way that Allah puts that feeling in your heart, and you feel like, SubhanAllah, this is it. There's nothing else that could be better than this. Right?
Yeah. And that's what made me want to start my blog, actually. When I felt like, oh my God, like, Islam is cool. And I didn't know how else to share it except for just share bits and pieces that I learned. And also trying to stay true to me, you know, being, you know, living fashion, living everything, and just kind of put it in my life. And also, oh my God, can I just share one more thing?
Please do.
Another surah was about how Allah was talking about clothing and how it brings like honor to you. And so I felt that this is what made me want to pursue my career in fashion designing, because I felt that clothing is not just clothes. Right. It's part of you, something that Allah had honored us with, you know, especially Nabi Adam alayhi salam. Like that was the first thing Allah gave him, like clothing.
And it is a big part of our deen, because we need to cover our aura, we have to be modest and all that. And SubhanAllah, thank you so much. Jazakallah khair for sharing with me that very, you know, personal bit of insight of your story, because I had no idea. And you know, it's so beautiful how you have that connection with the Quran. You have that, you know, closeness with your family, and together with the Quran as well. The month of Ramadan is coming up. You know, alhamdulillah, I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will bless you and your family in this month, and that you will achieve all that you need and you want in this life and for the next, inshallah. Alhamdulillah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Big hug.
Speaking of being at the forefront of like being a Muslim here, one of the girls I interviewed, Iman, I was saying like, so do you feel like you need to dress up every day? And she's like, actually yes, because she says where she works, there are no Muslims, and she's like, I want to represent Muslim, you know, Muslim women as like, you know, normal people you can approach. And so she's like, so I use my style and everything to make it approachable. So yeah.